are a superstar. Symbol of a woman who be working for herself. You are a superstar. Owamie, 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 Owamie. You a vlogger, fashion nova. You a being one less than a mugoza. Owamie, 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 Owamie.
Hi ninjas, how are you guys doing? It's Owamie, aka Miss Fear for collaborating back for our entertainment. If it's the first time joining me and was doing the welcome, please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram. It's at boldly Owamie. Now my ninjas, before we get into this video, let's go ahead and check this shout out.
Hi ninjas, you asked and I listened. Myself, in partnership with Chifaro Tours and Travels, will be hosting you to Mpumalanga Hazyview from the 10th of December. Details are on your screens right now and I cannot wait to meet you. See you soon.
Now ninjas, I cannot wait obviously to be with you guys. It's going to be so much fun and I'm so glad that I'm feeling a lot better. It gives me sign that I'll be okay for our trip. I've seen you guys made a lot of payments today. So yeah, I'm really excited, you guys. But anyway, oh gosh, let's go ahead and get into this Chendesh Bobo. This video is quite painful. This is a video of Amanda Dupont, and she came out, you guys, and she is basically alleging that Jub Jub raped her and tried to kill her. If you guys know, obviously there was a podcast that happened yesterday and or last night on Channel O, which is McG's podcast, and Jub Jub was basically talking and basically trying to, I even said this, you guys, to say that I felt like there was like colorism, because like the way that he spoke, it was as if he was downing Kelly Khumalo using Amanda Dupont, but then Amanda was like hold my confession, let me come for this for this, you know, children killer. So yeah, she did come out with this video. I'm gonna go ahead and play it. It's quite long. After that I would then give my full, obviously, you know, like what I think about this whole situation. So let's go ahead and watch this video.
Hey guys, so I literally pray to God that he gives me the strength to be able to say what I need to say without crying the whole time. But I do realize I have been trending today, and things have been said about me to all my true supporters and followers. I honestly feel like you guys know the core and the essence of what I am, so I would be doing myself a disservice by not saying something. I think probably what I did wrong in the past is brush all of this under the carpet and not say anything, just because I don't like drama. I'm a peaceful person. I prefer to focus on my own things, but I'm different. I've grown, and I think I'm a really strong woman, and I believe other women should never ever 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 let another man step on the name you've built, so you've worked so hard to build. So I'd like to address things that were said about me by Mulema Marahanye, Jub Jub on MacG's show, as well as MacG. Okay, so there's three things that I mainly want to address. The first was saying that he smashed me. First of all, Mulema, you raped me. I was raped for 2 years solidly. So please don't make it sound like it was a relationship. I was absolutely afraid to leave. Afraid of the power that your mother had in being around you at the time. I was aware of the stifling and sifting of money your mother was doing with Oprah. So, and also what you guys did in terms of Muti and medicine, which you made me believe my life would be a danger if I spoke up. So no, you didn't smash me. You forcefully opened my legs and forced yourself on me numerous times for 2 years. and made me believe I had no way out. In that time, I had an abortion, of course, because there was absolutely no way I would have a child that was forcefully given to me. And the most painful part about all of this is that I was a virgin. And I told him at the time, I had told Jub Jub that I was a virgin, and I planned to be a virgin until the day I got married. And the first time he raped me, the next morning, I had been trying to get hold of my friend the whole night who lives in my building, but the next morning when he eventually did open the door, and he can be a testimony to this, is Richard Lukunku, you know, I came to you because I didn't know what to do, and I came to you crying for help. I was afraid, so afraid. And I'm telling this story because, you know what, I genuinely believe that God allows certain things to happen. Your journey or the burdens that you face or the things that you go through, they happen for a reason, guys. And I genuinely believe this burst or this thing that's happened is for me to empower other women, to let them know to, one, never accept emotional abuse and rape the way that I did for 2 years straight. And also, if it has happened to you, turn your life into something really, really strong and powerful, which I have done. And I've really tried to mind my own business. But what I will not stand for is for you to degrade my name. I don't understand why you have an interview and you have to speak about me. You are at such a low point in your life that you should actually be spending your time apologizing for the children that you killed because you were high. Instead, you are trying to bring my name, that I've worked so hard to build the success that I have, okay? The woman that you knew back then, she doesn't exist, okay? I'm no longer afraid. You cannot bring me down, break me apart. Yes, you may have raped me for 2 years solidly. And I want people to know the criminal that you really are. I really wish, you know, that you served a longer jail time, that you were still in prison. You know, just to describe, I've actually never spoken about this. I've never even opened about, I've told my husband in bits and pieces of this time in my life, because I think I actually blocked it out because it was so traumatic to me. But he would do things like wait for there to be people to rape me because it got boring just to rape me plain and at home. I remember the one time I had my siblings visiting from school, and he would do it while they were around in the same room so that I wouldn't scream, you know. I want people to know the kind of person that I dealt with. God, this is so not on brand. You know, so I will not allow my name to be dragged in the dirt and to have some man speak about me like, you're so smooth, you managed to smash me. You didn't smash me, you raped me. You raped me, and I was still a good enough person. And I never, ever spoke about it. I focused on my own and carried on with my own life. But what I will not do is let you destroy my name. I wrote a few notes so that I don't forget everything. And the other thing that you said is I left you because I saw a picture with Kelly. I just want people to know that I left because he tried to kill me. He suffocated me. He literally suffocated me. And I remember that day so vividly. It was like I prayed to God for the strength to kick him off, which I did. He had locked all the doors. He would lock me in the house sometimes, take my car, monitor my movements. I was in varsity at the time. I would not always be allowed to have my own car. I wouldn't be allowed certain friends. My friend Lusanda, who was the only friend who was allowed in my life at the time. Lou, you know what happened to me. You've seen it happen over all those years. So, it's not true. I didn't leave because I saw a picture. I left because he tried to kill me. And I was always afraid to leave because of the threats that were made. But at that moment where he tried to kill me, I knew that the very thing I was afraid of which was dying, I knew was meant to happen that day. So I actually got away. And when I got away, I went to the police station to try and open a case of abuse and rape and attempted murder. And the police officer said to me to go home and think about my decision, because she is so sick and tired of women coming to report their boyfriends and husbands only having to take them back after all the abuse. So I just wish I had more information about how to get out and how to deal with rape and what it is that you should do when it happens to you. But in the beginning stages, when it happened to me, I would reach out to my friends and they didn't do anything. One of my friends still calls me and says he regrets not helping me. I mean, the first time it happened, he literally gave me a Christian book to read and we prayed. But that's what I did. So trying to find my strength. Anyway, so that was the real reason I left. I left because my life was in danger, and I tried to open a court case. I tried to open a case against him, and our police system failed me. The lady sent me home because she says that women always go back to gender-based violence. I don't speak about these things publicly, but if you know me and you follow me, you will know that with my skincare business, during Women's Month, we donated money to Future Females to help build homes for gender-based violence for women. For women who have been victims to gender-based violence. This is a cause I am extremely passionate about. And it's enough. My name will not be destroyed by a man ever again. The other thing that I would like to address, sorry, my phone cut, is saying that I specifically came to visit Mulemo in prison on some personal visit. All right, so DJ Spoo, actually, I do a lot of charity work. DJ Spoo called me and said, would I be keen to do some charity work? There are some prisoners in the cells who have decided to change their lives around, who have been studying and they're having a graduation. So I actually went there for a charity event. I had no idea that Mulemo was one of the criminals locked up in that very prison. I had no idea he would be there. I had no idea there would be media there. I went there for a charity event, and in fear, I panicked. He asked for a photo. I took the photo and did my best to smile. But I did not go there to visit him. So, speaking in public, telling people that I came there to come and have a personal visit is not true. The other thing I want to say is one of his close friends had reached out to me because there was a funeral, and he said to me, Amanda, hey, we haven't heard from you in a long time. You know, what happened to you? And I said, well, you know, to be blatantly honest, your friend has been raping me. I endured rape for 2 years, so I don't ever want to see him again. And he said, why didn't you say something? Because we've had so many out-of-court settlements for him doing similar things to different women. So, Mac G, Mulemo, Marahanyo, Jub Jub, both of you, for the fact that you, especially Mac G, you find gratification of not verifying facts for your own personal gain and financial standing, when you could potentially be destroying people emotionally, not knowing what they have been through. I urge any woman who have been abused, raped by both Magji or Mulemo to come forward. And Kelly Kumala, I just want to say, I believe you. And I think you're an incredible mom. I don't need to know the details because I endured the trauma myself. And I know you probably fought to be alive too. So, you know, any women who've endured any abuse from Mac G, from Mulemo Jub Jub, because I genuinely believe that it takes an abuser and someone who condones gender-based violence to have been able to conduct an interview like this and to speak of women in such a manner. It is 2021, guys. It is not okay anymore. Okay, we may have accepted your abuse before. Our parents and grandmothers before us may have accepted it, but this stops here. Okay, I am the example. If there's any of those women who have been abused by these men, I urge you to please DM me, come forward, and we will fight them together, because I'm not afraid anymore. Okay, and evidently they're using my name in their interviews for relevance, because I'm quietly focusing on my career, which is very successful at that. God has been so good and gracious to me. But I also believe that God would have not allowed these things to happen to me if there wasn't a purpose and a reason for it. Okay? So if you've gone through this by these men, please reach out to me and we'll fight them. We have a very big problem of gender-based violence in this country. And I think that the change will only start if we start to speak up. It needs to stop, guys. It's not okay. And you need to know that if you have been a victim of this and this has happened to you, you have not done anything wrong. And it is absolutely okay to stand up for yourself. And it doesn't matter what anybody thinks. And don't worry. My biggest thing was, would people believe me? And that was my biggest thing. And the second thing was, would it affect my work? You know, as a female, I genuinely believe we're always fighting double time against the opportunities that men have. So I didn't want to create any problems for myself. I just wanted to make sure that I was successful at all costs. And although that's what I may have wanted, I realized that I literally stored this under a rug and I hoped that I would forget about it, but I never dealt with it. And listening to a podcast like that, having it played back to me, I cannot believe that somebody would fabricate that amount of lies. Mulemo, I don't know. Obviously, I know why. This is for clout. Here's my attention. You wanted my attention. You got it. But this time, you're getting my attention. And I'm fighting for every single person who has been abused, harassed, and raped. It stops here. It stops now. You no longer have to accept this. And Mac G, you will no longer use a female's name for your financial game. Your publicity of your podcast is not more important than the safety of our women. Okay, the change starts with us. If we don't protect our women, which you two have both done a terrible job at doing, I'm going to change that narrative. Okay, it stops here. It stops now. I'm actually really proud of myself for speaking up about this and telling my story. For years, I was traumatized. I remember literal flashbacks of my younger sister and I literally running away from the house because we were afraid. We were afraid of what would happen to us. And now I'm in such a position where I'm empowered, I'm strong, and I know that God is in control. I'm not afraid of you. And it's wrong what you did. You took the virginity of a woman who was saving herself for marriage. Not once, but you continuously raped me for 2 years. My spirit almost died. I almost died. I tried to kill myself twice because of what you did. But you know what? I'm so grateful. I don't regret anything that has happened to me. I think I've come out stronger. A lot of people ask me how come I'm able to keep going that much more. Why it is I'm so resilient and so strong. And this is it. This is the proof. When you've gone through so much and you still choose to overcome, like, I'm in a place where I'm fearless. I'm not afraid of you, okay? And I will take you up to court legally for defamation of character, both Mac G and Jub Jub. It is not okay for you to drag my name in the dirt, that you guys need to be relevant for whatever reasons in your career, okay? I will meet you in court, and any women who have been harassed, raped, and abused by these two men, I have your back. Kelly, this is including you. If you guys needed just a little bit of more support to fight these people, I got you. it stops here. This is rubbish, okay? The change starts with us, and we are the change. I love you guys so much. Really, all of you that have been such an important part of my journey and my career, and it's been an amazing opportunity to grow with you, and I think it's important that I share this with you. So yeah, I'm standing for change, and I will fight this, and you will not drag my name that I've worked so hard to build.
Now ninjas, when I saw this, my heart was super painful. I watched the whole video and I really do feel sorry for Amanda. You could see that she was really in pain. She was trying her best to not cry. I did see that it seemed as if there were parts that were also cut when she was crying. So girl, first of all, I'd like to just say I'm so sorry that you went through everything that you went through. Or basically everything that you're alleging that you went through. Now, of course, this is alleged because I wasn't there. I do not know. So please understand that this whole video is under the allegations that Amanda Dupont basically made. Okay. Now, the first thing that I'll go ahead and address, and I want it to be very clear, is that she's saying that she wants to sue Jub Jub and also sue McG. McG obviously is the the podcast that hosted Jub Jub for him to come. For me, I don't, how can I say this? McG hosted someone and the person came and said whatever it is that they said. So as much as he was the one that was holding the interview and the podcast is his, that actually aired on channel O. It has not even aired on McG's YouTube channel yet. I do understand that, obviously you're hurt, you're angry that, they would even talk about you. But in the podcast, I didn't hear them talk about the allegations of, what you're saying happened. I didn't see them try discredit you with everything that you said because it was never even brought up. So when it comes to the hair suing McG, I don't know it would be under which basis, but obviously if her lawyer would sit and say that we feel that he can also be sued, I guess something that can happen. But for me personally, I don't I didn't see any grounds to can sue McG, because McG was just a person that got someone. The person was the one that was talking about whatever they were talking about, and on top of that, they were not even discussing this matter. So that is the first thing. The second thing, again, is that I felt McG was very fair when it came to the whole podcast. And let me tell you why. The reason for that was because if you guys watched it towards the end, to the end, Jub Jub was talking about releasing our files about McG, and he said things that would definitely leave McG's baby mama or girlfriend where were you on the 4th? Do you understand what I'm saying? And he did not cut that out. He still kept it in, which obviously you guys know that is an edited video, so they could have edited it out. But he chose to keep it, which I felt at least it was not just a matter of he wants people to come and that there's only receipts for him, for other people and not for him. So I really did appreciate that, even though that was shady as hell. Girl, where were you on the 4th? And what was it that you was doing? So when it comes to the whole McG situation, I don't understand. I don't know which basis she would have to sue him. But if she has basis and that's what she wants, then she can go ahead and do it, honey. Okay. Now, when it comes to this whole Jub Jub situation, you guys, Amanda is not the first woman to come out and cry abuse in the hands of Jub Jub. Kelly Kumalo is also one of those that actually did. And so I feel like the first time you can look at someone, you can be like, but the second time, it's okay, why are these women coming out and saying that you were abusive towards them? For me, I feel like, you all know how I feel about Jub Jub. I just felt can somebody lock him up? Not even for this situation. Child, can somebody lock this man up for killing 4 kids and brain damaging 2? How did he even get out of jail? I don't understand that part. Honestly, I really don't. Guys, can someone explain to me how Jub Jub is a free man walking out here when there are 2 kids underground and 2 brain damaged? How is that even possible? I feel like Amanda has definitely opened a well, and there's going to be a lot that actually come out. And I feel like this is how I feel. I feel like more women will come out and speak out. In the video, Amanda did say that, you know, when she spoke to his friend, the person said, why didn't you say? Because we've had similar situations and we had to settle and whatnot. So I guess those that were settled with, they also had to sign NDS and stuff. Jub Jub definitely, in my opinion, felt like he was on top of the world before he went to prison, and things did not end well for him whatsoever. And so I think that maybe my judgment here, or my my commentary may be a bit biased. I will go ahead and say that it might be a bit biased when it comes to this whole Jub Jub situation, because I just feel like we should not even be talking about this man. This man should just be in jail already. Like, he should still be in jail saving for the kids he killed. Like, why is he even out here in society? And if you watched that whole podcast, that does not seem like a man that actually learned the lessons that I personally feel like he was supposed to have learned. The podcast, you guys, was not even talking about the kids he killed, the families, the impact, nothing. But he was able to talk about Amanda. And Amanda now is saying that she's going to sue. She's saying that he took her virginity. Forcefully so. And she's saying that she left because he tried to kill her. And she says that when she went to the police station, the lady said that you need to go back because, you know, she's tired of women that go back. Like, excuse me, Miss Officer, which business is it of yours if they're going back or not? Your job is to write that statement and open that damn case. And that's, honestly, like, it's such a shame because we still have police officers that do that. And women, they do that. Like, oh, go home and sort out, oh, whatever. When I tell you that when it comes to GBV, our law at times is so useless. They cannot use the same law that was working back in 1900, now in 2021. These men have gotten smarter in abusing us. The women that are in parliament are the most useless ignomaramus that I have ever met. Like, I have ever seen, I've ever heard of. Guys, is it not women in parliament that are supposed to be fighting for us? GBV laws should have already been adjusted a long time ago. I saw that there was a point where this guy, who is he, the minister of police station, or the minister of bourgeois, because the man, when it comes to bourgeois, he's just like him. And he was saying that they were now training more women so that they are the ones that are there whenever you go there, and maybe you've been sexually assaulted, that, you know, they're the ones that will be there so that as a woman you feel comfortable, so that, like, you know, you don't have to talk to a man after a man just did this to. Honestly, I don't know how it feels, obviously, to be sexually assaulted. I've never been, but I feel like if ever I was in that position, I'd rather a man help me, because that's how horrible women police officers at times are. I'm telling you. You get there and you're saying that you were sexually assaulted, they will start looking at you. Oh, you have got blue eyes because maybe you've got contacts. Oh, you are wearing pink hair. I kid you not, and I know you guys know what I'm saying is the truth. So most women don't get help because of that. So him actually saying that is going to get more women to be the ones that go out there and that the ones in the forefront, clearly doesn't know the department that he is managing, because it's women that actually judge us and give us attitude most of the times when we go to the police station. Please comment down below and tell me I'm lying when it comes to this. So this whole situation is quite sad. Girl, if you're suing him, I'm definitely supporting you. If ever you're going to be doing that court appearance, it's around Gauteng, yes, you best believe Miss Fefoko will be pulling through. Somebody get this man back to jail. Somebody get Jub Jub back to jail for killing them kids. And if he is really guilty of this, he needs to go back to jail for a very long time. A very long time. So anyway, ninjas, I want you guys to go ahead and comment down below what you guys think when it comes to this whole situation. I don't want to talk too much, but you already know. You already know. Get this man back to jail. I'm sick and tired of Jub Jub. Like. Anyway, ninjas, I love you guys. Don't forget to thumbs up this video and share. And I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninja. Would you like to start a new YouTube channel but you have no idea where to start? Or you already have one but it's not going well and you wish you could get someone give you some personal advice? Well, who better than someone with over 100,000 subscribers? I'm giving those services for a small fee, of course. The details will be on the screen somewhere here, so make sure that you follow them and say hello to a new successful YouTube channel. Now, let's go back to the video chat. Yes.